Have you ever felt like a prisoner of your circumstances, destined to repeat the patterns of the past? What if true freedom isn't about escaping, but about cultivating an inner sanctuary that no one can touch? This story will reveal the profound power of hope, patience, and the human spirit's unyielding desire for liberation. Andy's Stone of Hope. The oppressive walls of Shawshank State Penitentiary loomed, a stark, gray monument to despair and lost hope. I arrived there, like so many others, stripped of my identity, my past life, and my freedom. Yet among the broken men and the endless routines of prison life, one figure stood apart: Andy Dufresne. He arrived in a storm of injustice, a quiet, unassuming banker wrongly convicted of a double murder. Unlike the others who screamed, cursed, or simply withered, Andy possessed an unnerving calm, a quiet dignity that seemed utterly out of place in such a brutal environment. He moved with a subtle grace, his gaze steady, a man carrying an unspoken secret. Most of us, myself included, saw him as just another new fish, destined to be crushed by the grinder of the system. We didn't know then that he was slowly, meticulously grinding the system to dust instead. The initial years were brutal for Andy. He endured beatings, assaults, and the relentless, soul-crushing monotony of prison life. He was targeted by the Sisters, a gang of violent inmates, and the corrupt guards who reveled in their petty tyrannies. Yet through it all, he never truly broke. He took his punishments with a silent endurance that baffled his tormentors. His resilience wasn't loud or defiant. It was a quiet, almost imperceptible hardening, like a diamond forming under immense pressure. He found small ways to reclaim pieces of himself. He polished rocks, transforming dull stones into objects of beauty and contemplation, an act that seemed utterly pointless to the hardened inmates around him, yet hinted at a deep internal well of patience and purpose. It was this quiet insistence on maintaining his intellect and his humanity that began to draw attention, and eventually respect. His breakthrough came through his unique skills. Andy was a financial wizard, and soon the guards and even the warden himself began to seek his expertise for their illicit dealings. He became the prison's de facto accountant, managing their fortunes, laundering their dirty money, and creating a vast, intricate network of financial deception. This role, seemingly a deeper entanglement with the very system that imprisoned him, was, in fact, his greatest tool. It gave him unparalleled access, a degree of protection, and an intimate understanding of the prison's inner workings. He used his position not just for his own survival, but for the betterment of his fellow inmates. He expanded the prison library, filling it with books that offered escape and knowledge. He helped illiterate prisoners earn their GEDs, empowering them with the tools of literacy. He even risked solitary confinement to play opera over the loudspeakers, a fleeting moment of beauty and freedom that brought tears to the eyes of hardened men. He shared small yet profound acts of rebellion, chipping away at the walls of despair, building a sanctuary of the mind within the confines of the prison. Over the decades, Andy's presence became a legend within Shawshank. His reputation for quiet wisdom, unshakable calm, and unwavering integrity grew. He advised inmates, offering practical help and, more importantly, hope. He spoke of the importance of holding on to hope, that even in the darkest places, it was a vital part of the soul, a thing that could never be taken away. He told me, that hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. He was a living testament to that philosophy, a man who, despite losing everything, found a way to thrive, to grow, and to contribute to the lives of others. He became a beacon, a living embodiment of the notion that while your body might be imprisoned, your mind, your spirit, your capacity for hope could always remain free. Then, one stormy night, after nearly 20 years behind bars, Andy Dufresne simply vanished. The next morning, the warden discovered a meticulously carved tunnel behind a poster of Rita Hayworth in Andy's cell. For 20 years, with nothing but a small rock hammer, he had chipped away at the concrete wall, painstakingly removing the debris, hiding it in the prison yard.
He had crawled through a sewage pipe, emerged into the storm, and finally, truly tasted freedom. His escape was not merely an act of physical liberation, it was the ultimate triumph of patience, meticulous planning, and an unyielding, unbreakable spirit. He didn't just escape, he exposed the warden's corruption, ensuring justice was served. Andy's story wasn't just about escaping a prison, it was about the profound internal journey of a man who refused to let his circumstances define him. He demonstrated that true freedom isn't found outside prison walls, but cultivated within the unbreakable sanctuary of one's own mind and spirit. His escape was a powerful, silent declaration that hope, when held onto with unwavering conviction and coupled with relentless, patient action, can indeed move mountains, or, in this case, prison walls.